Today, I'm going to be taking this old rundown fishing lure and giving it a second chance at life. We're going to give it a fresh new coat of paint and take it out fishing to try and catch some monster fish. But instead of fishing from the bank like I usually do, we're also going to be fishing from a boat, and we've got some crazy stuff that happened on this fishing trip. And make sure you stick around to the very end because we've got some awesome bonus footage for you. Alright, so this is what we're going to be taking out fishing today, except we've got a lot of work to do. See, I'd gotten this lure when I was out fishing one day, and it was just like sitting on the bank, and as you can tell, this thing is nasty and old. Somehow the split rings are in really good condition. I guess they're good stainless steel, but the paint job is completely chipped. You can see all of that. The plastic's yellowed. It's got all kinds of gunk all over it, but we're going to be turning this thing back to its former glory and catching a monster fish. Well, at least we're hoping for a monster fish. Can't guarantee that part. What I can guarantee is we're going to make this thing look new again. All right, got a little bit of paper here. That way I don't get any of the dirt from the table on it. We're going to start off with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a toothbrush, and we're going to clean this thing up. Oh, that actually seemed to do pretty good. Now, a lot of that yellow, we're not going to be able to get that off. That's just stained. But what I'm trying to do is make sure all the dirt, grease, everything else gets off of this thing. And that way, whenever we go to paint it, we don't have paint chipping off because it's all dirty and nasty. All right, I'm gonna go rinse this off, and then we're gonna clean it up one more time with more alcohol. And I'm wanting to really get into all of the little grooves. I see there's a couple little divots, things like that. Those little blemishes, I'm not gonna worry about getting epoxy and filling those in because they're very minor. Plus, I do want to still remember that this thing is an old salvaged lure, so I don't want it to be a completely 100% perfect. I want it to look good, I want it to look somewhat new, but I still do want to realize, like, this is an old lure that I restored myself, and I think there's some cool value to that. Trying to dip the lip in the rubbing alcohol here and clear it up. I see something that says Rogue. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. There's some writing on the bottom that I'm trying to decipher. All right, it says Smithwick Rogue. So I'm gonna Google that real quick and see how much this lure usually costs. So it's about a $7 or $8 fishing lure, not super expensive, but also not dirt cheap. But once we get it restored, I think it'll be worth more to me. We got it all cleaned up as best as we can. We're gonna go ahead and dry it and then get started painting. For the color scheme, I think I'm gonna do a blue and purple. So it's gonna be a light blue on the bottom and then like a pearl purple on the top. And then it'll have some like purple speckles on the side. So I'll use my little speckle stencil. We'll be using blue and purple. I've done a blue and purple scheme before and it looked amazing. So that's what I'm gonna go for this one. We've got Laguna blue and pearlized purple. I'm gonna do the blue first as the base coat. We're gonna do the purple on the top and then purple speckles all along the side. First layer of blue. We're probably gonna have to do 5 or 6 layers, honestly, of this because this is a very rusty lure and this color is really light. Had some issues with the airbrush, but we got it now. So we're gonna hit this thing with a few coats of this light blue color. And once we got the whole thing coated, we'll let it dry. We'll coat it 2 or 3 more times. And then it'll be time to add in our purple and then our details. Right, first layer is dry. We're gonna add our second coat. And I basically wanted to make sure that this thing is completely blue. Now it looks a little bit better on camera than it does in person. Like this belly is a little bit too light here in person, but it looks good on camera. So it may look unnecessary, but if you were seeing it exactly how I'm seeing it, you would know that this is very necessary. I just mixed the purple right on top of the blue, so it's gonna take a second for that blue to phase out and the purple to get started. Not quite as dark as it needs to be. There we go. We're looking for a dark purple, something like that. There we go. So now we're gonna take the spine and we're just gonna coat it all the way down with the purple on the back. Oh, that looks sweet. Already a fan of it, and I ain't even added the details yet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't wanna do too much on the back, just enough to coat the spine. And then we're gonna add the side details here in a second. We're gonna let this dry, and then we'll add the side polka dots. This is a very awkward kind of setup because I gotta reach around my phone here, so I'm gonna try not to bump the stand. But basically, I'm gonna hit it with a layer right here, then I'm gonna scoot it over and hit it with a second layer right there. Should produce a pretty cool little polka dot effect. I'm just gonna be careful not to smudge anything. Just like that. Oh yeah. Oh, bumped the camera. Sorry guys. And once again here. All right, we got a little polka dot Monsters Inc. looking paint job. Same deal. Polka dots there. And polka dots there. There's a little spot right here I missed. Okay, sweet. So we got our polka dots. We're gonna let those dry, and then I'll add the eyes and a top coat, and we should be done. So far, it's looking pretty cool. It's got like that Monsters Inc. style color to it. We're gonna add some eyes. Now for these, they were just kind of painted black, so I'm just gonna get a little tiny piece of something I can use like a little stick, and draw the eyes on by hand. Trying to color in where I saw the eyes before. It's very precise stuff. Okay, I think that's where the eye was before. It was just a black dot where the eyes are. So I'm gonna do like that, do the same thing on the other side, and then it'll be time for the top coat. All right, we've got the eyes drawn on each side. It's gonna take a while since it's a little bit thicker for that to dry, but once it's dried up, we'll add our top coat, and this thing will be ready to put hooks on. Now, while we're waiting on that other one to fully dry before we can do our top coat, I want to show y'all my special trick for top coat. So this is some regular gloss top coat, but what I've done is I've added a tiny little bit of mica powder. It was a titanium color, so it's like a white, and so it has a little bit of pearl to it. And so what happens is when I use this top coat, it makes any lure have that pearlized finish. So let me show you what I'm talking about. When you spray it, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it makes it super pearly. And it doesn't coat the color of whatever you have. It'll keep the original color, but it'll also add a little bit of silver pearl, which is what a lot of fish had. They have like those little shiny scales. And so once you coat a lure, it basically now is all pearlized. And that's what I want to do because the blue that we used on the bottom wasn't pearlized. The purple on top was, but I kind of want it to be completely shiny all the way around. So that's what we're going to do. This was just as a little example. This is a lure that I haven't really finished in a long time. So we're going to set that off to the side, but we're going to go ahead and finish that other lure as soon as it's done drying. It's time for us to add the top coat. You guys are about to see just how cool this top coat stuff is. So this is what it looks like before. Not really too much of a shine to it. I mean, obviously it's got a little bit of luster to it, but not much. We're about to add this and you'll start to see that glimmer. The lighting here isn't quite the best, but once we get in some natural sunlight when we're done with this thing, it's gonna look stunning. Once I'm done coating this and I added all of that like mica powder and everything, now I'm gonna hit it with a clear gloss rattle can. I usually use something like this that's really strong, UV resistant, and it's not going to yellow. Okay, I went ahead and took care of it off camera because I can't just spray right here, but it is looking a lot better. We're gonna give this about an hour to dry and fully cure, and then we'll put the hooks on it. I'm gonna add a little bit of a black streak on the back side because I think it just needs a third layer. Just a third little color to tie everything together. I wasn't a huge fan of it just being two-tone, so I think adding that black added an extra layer to it. All right, we've got it all finished up and ready to go. I just wanna see how it works. Funny thing is, I actually found this fishing lure right here. Let's do our best to not end up losing it in the same spot we found it. Looks pretty good in the water. As I mentioned at the beginning, we're actually going to be going out on a boat today, but while I was waiting on the boat to show up, I decided to throw out a few of those micro lures that we didn't catch fish on in the last video. Okay, last time you guys told me the way to fix this was to put a little trailer on it, so I got a little minnow trailer. Looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can catch something with this thing now. Gosh, I love this. This little $10 fishing rod is perfect for micro fishing. Oh, oh, we got one. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. A+ suggestion, guys. A+ suggestion. That's like 2 minutes of fishing, and we've already got our first micro bass. Ooh. On the micro chatterbait with a little trailer, and that was like cast number 3. I don't have my live well with me, so we just gonna release him. Look at that. I also threw out that micro crankbait a few more times, but to be honest with you, that thing really didn't get hardly any action at all. But it was right about this time that my dad showed up with the boat, and it was time for us to head to our next fishing spot. Today, we're heading out to the Sabine River to one of the spots my dad really likes to fish and hopes of getting on to some nice bass. Today's my little brother Silas's birthday, so y'all wish him happy birthday in the comments down below. That wind-whipped haircut. Now I'm going to be switching back and forth between this white rod, which is my restored lure, and my blue rod, which is my micro lures. When the vegetation's a little too thick for that crankbait, I'm going to be switching over to those micro lures.
It's so grown up.
Yeah.
But they fish.
Oh, Dad got one. Well, is that a good one? Oh, pretty good. Dadgum. Dadgum. Oh.
Louie, you left one.
We had just passed up one of my dad's good friends, and he had to show off that he had caught a fish that they had missed.
I don't know if you want to eat or not, but my live well, the aerator's not pumping. They'll just be sitting in the live well.
I'm not going to eat them. You want to?
Get a picture with you. Let's get a picture with all of them. Well,
Yeah, I can.
there he is, Sabine River.
We went a good little while without getting bites, and I kept getting caught up in grass, so I decided to switch over to some custom lures that my boy over at Turbotastic sent me. These little swim baits in particular are super good as trailers. And these aren't just good at catching bass, they also got a ton of attention from gar and a crazy fish that we catch at the end of the video. But before my lure gets chewed up by any fish, I wanted to show y'all in the sunlight what that pearl looks like. It's got a really nice shine to it. As we got into some really shallow water, I switched over to some soft plastics to fish in the weeds, and that's when I busted out my old faithful tiny frog. All right, let's see if this little micro frog do that work. I have some of those in there as well. There we go. Oh! It hit it. I just had to, it's so hard to cast this one, but he hit it. He definitely hit it. There we go. Oh! It's aggressive, whatever it is. Might even be a goggle eye. There we go. Little bitty bass. I told you, that little frog. Fishing it with that little panfish hook. There we go. Micro bass number 2. Silas, you gotta catch up, buddy. When my dad was fishing a fluke and he got a massive hit, we were all excited to see what it was.
No skunk, baby.
For you? And you already caught one.
Good Lord, what do you think you got? Oh, that's not a fish. That's not a fish. Gators usually attack topwater, but I've never seen them attack a fluke before. This ought to be fun.
Oh, he broke it.
We tried to reach down and cut the line as close as possible, but he snapped it off, so that actually saved us a lot of trouble. It's me 2 days on that Moss facial hair growth serum. Working out pretty good for me. The fishing in this area was real slow. We weren't even getting bites on bobbers, so we decided to move over to a new location. Oh, it's a gar. Yeah, I can see him. Yeah, it's a little small needle nose. Aside from that gar, the only sign of life we saw for the next couple hours was this bird up in the tree, and if one of you guys could identify it, that would be awesome. Instead of sticking around for too long, we took a trip over to a spot that I usually catch good fish. Within the first couple of casts, we already had some action. Yeah. No, grass. I always seem to have bass. Oh my gosh, I'm about to rip that stupid tab off. If I had a knife, I would. Yeah, there's a little tab. Ooh, oh, got one. The bait's bigger than he is. This may not be the monster I was after, but that's one more fish than this lure ever would have caught if I hadn't restored it. I was super pumped to finally catch a fish because we'd been fishing for like 7 hours at this point, and if you see my arms here in a second, they were red. Small bass on a pretty good size lure. All right, there we go. Well, just like I was saying, those small bass are right up against that bank, Silas. You just gotta cast up and bring it back. And as luck would have it, Silas would also be catching his first fish of the day just a couple minutes later with this small bass. Y'all don't forget to say congratulations and happy birthday to Silas down in the comments, but for today, the fishing trip was over and I'd have to come back the next day. When I didn't get any attention with the restored lure, I threw out the micro lures one more time just to have a little bit of fun. And if y'all didn't see the last micro fishing video where I used these micro frogs, you really should check them out. Something got it. Oh, I saw the wake move up to it and I was waiting on the bite. There it goes. There we go. All right, frog again. Ouch. Not what I expected, just a little ouch. Little red spotted sunfish. Oh, there he goes, in the water. Ouch. A lot of you people keep asking like, oh, why do you keep dropping the fish? Because they have spines on them, and when I try to show them off of the camera, they like to try and run away. So it's not intentional. I try to hold on to them. But you can only get stabbed so many times before you let them go. But I'm not sure if that's what attacked it the first time. It looked like a little bit more wake than that for such a small fish. I have a feeling that's just the one that got to it first. Oop, something grabbed it. There's something else right there. This is the only one we haven't caught a fish on, except for that minnow thing, but I'm not even gonna worry about that thing. That thing was terrible. Ooh, we had something hit it right there. Oh man, I was pulling it out the water. This is like the third or fourth time I've tried using this micro crankbait and it just can't catch fish. But before I end the video, I've got to give that Monsters Inc. lure a second chance. Ooh, there was something right there. Something big. It's just, oh my gosh. It's a gar right there. Man. Bowfin. If you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know this bowfin has showed up on several videos and I can never hook him. Oh, there we go. Oh, gotta be careful. There's so many sticks right here. There was a fish right there too. I saw it move. No, I'm not losing it. I'm being very dumb right now. But if I can get within, oh, I'm slipping. Oh, if I can get a little closer, just a little closer. Well, I am now waist deep in this water. Oh, I got it. Oh, I gotta get back. Leave it to the one time I don't wear waders out here that I need to step in the water. That's not fun. My pant leg is wet all the way up to my thigh. All right, we're about to have to just pack it in. Gotta pick up that pizza. making it very difficult to fish. Oh, did you see that? It hit it when I was going fast. They want it fast. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Sadly, that fish never came back, but here's some bonus clips of other fish that I've caught that I just didn't know what other video to put them in. Oh, there was a fish. There we go. All right, shout out to Turbotastics. Oh, not the bass we're after, but a very aggressive goggle eye. And here's a clip of me and my buddy Caleb going out fishing for one of Louisiana's most iconic fish. Ah! It let go. Dang. Dadgum, that was something good. Get him in! Get him in! Oh! Oh! Good size gar!
Come on, come on.
Oh! Oh, net. Net.
Net.
Crap.
Get him, net.
All I've got is this itty bitty net.
Come get him, bro. Come get him.
What you mean, come get him? Oh, he got off. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Hang on. I can get the business end kind of covered.
I got gloves if you need them.
He's just trying to bite me.
Oh.
Dude. Stud. Oh yeah, good one. That'd be some good eating.
Got a firm hold on him so he don't hurt himself.
Oh yeah. Hold up. Lighting's a little weird. No, I'm taking a video. That is pretty sweet though.
All right.
That sucker. Crazy thing is there's a second set of teeth on the inside. These things are gnarly. Look at that.
All right.
Give him a release.
Yeah.
Cool, that sucker's big. All right, well, here's the finished product. And here's what we started with. So if you guys like these lure restorations, let me know and I'll do another one. I'm constantly finding like all kinds of fishing lures, so I'd love to do more if it's something you guys like. As always, guys, Jesus loves you, I love you, and have a great day. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm going to throw up a couple clips of some upcoming videos just so you guys can get a little bit of a teaser. Make sure you're subscribed because you're not going to want to miss what we have coming. Don't forget to comment Happy Birthday Silas down below, and I'll catch you on the next one.